just the hero we can afford. Witcher, open the unbeliever's eyes. Greetings and welcome.
Take me home with you.
When?
What a day. Our things. Our things.
I heard old Victor Monard has breathed his last.
Yes, indeed. Quite the loss. A good man. Wise, too.
Not so wise as to raise his sons properly. His body had not yet grown cold, and they were at each other's throats already.
So it goes. At times, even the wisest folk fail as parents. Family tribulations can defy reason, and oft strain the softest of hearts.
Yes?
The North must be a terribly barbaric land. Knife. Have you heard of such a thing? Fork. Does the word mean anything to you? Knife. Have you heard of such a thing?
Yes? I don't believe you! Hello?
Ho ho! Fortune shine upon you!
He's no hero. That's the Butcher of Blaviken.
The world these days.
Have you seen the Skelliger Isles? What's new in the north?
Yo, bro.
Have you seen the Skelliger Isles?
So, the morning after, is it?
Gorgeous views of Tucson.
Nice tune.
Behave yourself.
No, Pecorito.
Good sir. Scoundrel.
Hey, you pushed me. You'll need to apologize.
Greetings.
I shall go.
Doth one know? Stop. Doth one gratify? Consider yourself greeted.
Fare thee well.
Got it. Watch where you step.
I'm full already. Yay. A fool.
You'll not find work here. Not paying work, that is.
Late. Now, why does that not surprise me?
Well, well. I did not expect you to have such a sense of style. Not all bad. Nothing like a budding artist, of course, but... just one other detail. Here, put it on.
A mask?
All who attend the Mandragora soiree wear them. If you have one on, no one asks who you are.
Any idea why they wear masks?
Likely because they imagine it oh so very romantic and mysterious. The truth is far simpler. This way, no one can tell which drunken aristocrats are pinching the performers.
Let's go. Soiree's started.
Wise of you to hide your weapons. They'd not have let us in otherwise, that's certain. How do we find the Cintrian? Have you a plan?
Key is not to spook him. Need to ask after his partner, Cecilia, first. Less likely to raise suspicions. As soon as we find her, we find him. Especially since he might be expecting us.
What do you mean?
Ran into some of his thugs in town. Knew who I was. Had it in for me.
Right. Right you are. We must proceed with caution. Come, it's our turn.
Madame, Monsieur, an extraordinary pleasure to welcome you to the Mandragora's soiree. Tonight, I particularly recommend you direct your attention to the performances prepared by artists of our community.
Tell us about these performances.
This evening, the Mandragora has the honor to present 3 superb displays of artistry. The first was a concert by Cecilia Belont, a singer whose voice, were it stone, would surely be a diamond. Sadly, Mademoiselle Cecilia has sung.
Shame. You would have loved to hear her.
Luckily, you are in time to see the great Calesti, a master of visual illusions, come to us from far off Afir.
Visual illusions. Interesting. And the third artist?
The third and fourth, for they are a duo, are the Tuven brothers, presenting their newest pantomime.
We were really hoping to meet Cecilia Belont.
You are admirers, I surmise. I'm certain you will have ample opportunity to converse with her.
It cannot be easy to identify anyone in this crowd. Perhaps you could help us find her.
I don't know where she is now, but I can give you a clue.
Let's hear it.
Seek the Kaveri orchid.
Meaning?
Cecilia wears one in her hair. You shall recognize her easily by the orchid.
Well, well. Dandelion's always complaining about artists being poor as temple mice.
The residence belongs to none of them. They are guests here. Oriana, she owns this. Woman in the black dress. There, on the balcony.
Got her. Doesn't wear a mask?
It would be pointless. All would know her anyway.
Kaveri Orchid. Let's look for it. If we find Cecilia, we'll find the Cintrian.
Do you feel taking a bath?
Do you read poetry? Please do not disturb.
Yeah, microphones are all.
Roll. Show us the artist in you. The paintballs. Cast them at the canvas.
Anyone can be an artist. Even you. An artist lives in each of us. Come, toss a paintball or two. Good folk, yet another soul longing to express its creative side.
Well, you are not an artist.
It's not a landscape, you clever. It's a manifestation of the man's soul.
That queen. Should you tire of these hues, drop them in the pail and grab a different one.
So paintballs to express your inner artist. What? Yellow paintball.
It's obvious. It represents transgression in its purest form.
Quite the noble color.
Splendid! The sky over Toussaint before we stop.
Or a deeply internalized fear of intimacy.
Composition takes shape.
Yes, it's sure to be a...
Gods! Scarlet, crimson, oxblood.
Icy lips, full sensually parted lips.
Composition takes shape.
Yes, it's sure to be a masterpiece.
Why can I failed, right? I failed such an easy task. Oh my god. Because I can't turn on my inventory. I need to put some balls in from my inventory into the projectiles slot, but it was empty because I took second color, and therefore I had nothing to drop. I really dropped the ball, man. Finding. You draw a people clown anyway. Indeed. Can you show me a people clown?
Be bold. Show us the artist in you. The paintballs, cast them at the canvas.
Good folk, yet another soul longing to express its creative side. Quite the noble color. Splendid sky over Toussaint before the storm.
Or a deeply internalized fear of intimacy.
I also noticed that Anna Henrietta announced girl's name, and that wasn't very wise.
It's not a landscape, you pleb. It's a manifestation of the land's soul.
Blue blood is all ice.
Should you tire of these hues, drop them in the yet green, lush and verdant as a field of vines.
To vines and to wine!
It's obvious. It represents transgression in its purest form.
Composition takes shape.
Yes, it's sure to be a masterpiece.
Scarlet, crimson, oxblood.
Icy lips, full sensually parted lips.
Voila! Fin! Now, allow me a moment to ponder. My appraisal? The painting depicts spiritual dualism, the continual battle between good and evil, and defiance.
Oh yes, that's him all right. Good versus evil. The dualistic nature of man.
And defiance. Absinthe, the preferred hooch of artists.
Careful, it packs a pretty powerful punch.
I've built up a pretty powerful resistance.
Made no effort to understand. It's a metaphor of the constant struggle for power and influence. What else would they think of? If they can't agree, they cut the line. A new constant struggle.
Look at the mage. I believe he's casting spells.
Yeah, we'll see.
Ah, how beautiful.
Naught is merely as fun.
The dolphins. That is no ordinary illusion. The man is a true artist.
Impressive.
About to burst.
Look, lanterns. They say releasing them brings good luck.
My deepest regards.
No. Perhaps yes. Oh, I don't know.
Fine. Let's give it a try.
Never suspected you believed in such things.
Do you read
poetry? Never.
Well, what?
But what if he doesn't come?
He'll definitely come. Don't worry.
How can you be so sure?
Bravo, dearest. Trust me. He promised me he'd meet with you, and so he will.
What's that?
You look thirsty. Thirsty indeed.
Oh, she followed it.
Come, let's look in the alcoves.
Pretentious. I was prepared for all sorts of criticism, but pretentious. So much time I spent polishing that one-man play. And Countess de Safel was there. That's the worst. Now she will never look me in the eye.
Fragment of the script of a stage play. The Besotted Witcher, Francois de Valliere. Night thick as mud envelops dense wood, a full moon hangs in the sky above the trees. Note: scenography must include the representation of the full moon. Wolves howl plaintively in the distance. The Witcher walks through the woods in careful, measured strides. He wields a silver blade in his hands. Witcher: gods damn all, the moon is at its fullest. Long have I waited this night. 3 weeks have I spent in that foul pit, all to catch a lone werewolf. At least the miller's daughter helped me while away at the time. In fact, I live only with a certain sense of regret. Perchance I should take her with me? We hear the snap of breaking behind the Witcher. He turns around swiftly. His guard raised, he spies the werewolf. I've got you now. Arr! Furious roar. The werewolf removes its mask. The Witcher can see it is the miller's daughter. He is astonished, does not know what to do. Miller's daughter. Well, what now? Will you kill me? Or perhaps you'll take me with you?
Blah, blah, blah. Effort-God, Schmeffort-God. It's all about two things. Coin and copulation. Pretentious. I was prepared for all sorts. Do not disturb! Shoo! Shoo!
It's the right flower.
Of course it is! A Koviri orchid lends just the right contrast to her complexion.
Need to talk to your model. It'll only take a minute.
To me?
Lie still! You may speak, but for love's sake, do not move.
Wow. Impressive portrait.
I know the style, the stroke. This is Dorian Velez.
The gracious lady has heard of me?
I've heard Anna Henrietta herself wished you to paint her portrait once.
At one point, the palace chamberlain even wrote to me, but alas, ultimately refused my terms.
What was the matter?
When he learned I only ever paint nudes, he severed all contact. He said he would not dare offend her illustrious highness with such a proposition. I've always longed to paint her. Such a shame.
I think you may still get your chance.
We came here to meet you, specifically.
To meet me? But why?
Centrian Noble you came here with. Wanted to ask you about him.
Centrian Noble. Ah! You must think I'm Cecilia.
Orchid confused me.
I told you not to move!
As she concluded her performance, Cecilia tossed the flower into the crowd. I caught it, but I did see the nobleman.
Really like to talk to him. What did he look like?
Like many here. Tall, dark, masked.
Know where he might be now?
He gave Cecilia a small gift, a heart-shaped box. Then they strolled off together towards the refreshment tables.
Excuse me, madame, monsieur, I cannot work like this. You must leave now.
It's a bit shame that we already found a woman with the Centrian orchid. What do we have here? Bodyguard.
Sorry, artists in the Mandragora and their guests only.
Oh, very well.
He'll definitely come.
Excuse me. You're in a way.
I'm sure you understand. There are a great many highly qualified candidates.
Then I shall have to convince you your ample generosity would be best invested in me.
And how do you aim to do that?
I shall arrange a private performance after the soiree.
We wish to be alone. Please, leave.
Qualified candidates.
Then I shall have to convince you your ample generosity would be best invested in me.
And how do you aim to do that?
I shall arrange a private performance after the soiree.
Ah, my dear, I sense you've a knack for persuasion.
Sure, it's an original.
Good health to you. Have you not heard the news?
It's on everyone's lips. 4 duets in one night. The theft of the century. And here you are, offering one to me.
If you are not interested, sir, I'm sure someone else.
Right, fine. You can't think I'd let such an opportunity pass. How much?
Slow down. You have declared your intent. Now I will convey this to my client. We shall get back to you. Please await word.
Hey, that was rude.
Greetings.
What the hell was that?
No. Perhaps yes. Oh, I don't know.
Hit a Vistak, artist's way of numbing their existential pain.
I do not even wish to comment.
The conception of Edward.
It is irrelevant to the work's ultimate meaning.
The first steps of Matilda. Oh, I have all of these. And both of Ludovic.
Master of the manacles of form, venture beyond the bounds of substitution. Would I ever love to meet her? It's a shame.
Someone left their loot behind. Looks a little like dandelions.
This was scratched. Someone beat him with it once.
Empty heart-shaped box. Cecilia must have left it behind.
It looks like it held a flask of perfume. A gift from the Sintrian, I imagine.
Scent still hangs in the air. Let's follow it.
It is irrelevant to the work's ultimate meaning.
Bloody colorful, that's what! Ignoramus. A true talent paints like the Great One. The Great One? He's a dancer. That's to say, the other one. His brother.
But what if he doesn't come?
He'll definitely come. Don't worry.
How can you be so sure?
Brother dearest.
As I said, only Mandragora artists allowed. Nothing I can do.
Come. We must consider what to do.
I'd recognize that voice anywhere.
You must be mistaking me for someone else.
I served 15 years in the palace. Your Grace, I'd not mistake you for anyone.
Shh. Not so loud. We are here incognito, on state business.
Yes, Your Grace. How may I serve?
I hope we can count on your discretion.
Of course. I shall be silent as the grave.
Looking for Cecilia Bellant. Seen her?
She's in her dressing room, where she went with a nobleman. They clearly were drawn to each other.
What did the man look like?
Tall, broad-shouldered, a black beard peeping out from under his mask, and he spoke with a foreign accent, a drawl of sorts.
That must be him. We must get to the dressing room, quickly.
Yes, Your Grace. I'll take you.
No, stay here. Anyone tries to flee, you stop them.
Understood.
Quickly, upstairs. That must be Cecilia.
No pulse. We're too late.
He slit her throat. The brute.
Didn't go out the door. Guard would have noticed. Might still be somewhere here.
You must find him before he harms another. I shall alert Oriana. At once. She should bring her soirée to a close.
Shouldn't split up.
Geralt, I will be fine. Go after that rogue. I shall fetch help.
Killed her, then went out on the balcony. Tore down the door, handprint, made a platform. It's his. Must be pretty strong, too. Broke the flower pot when moving the door, then stepped in the soil. Footprints, made by soiled boots. Must have climbed this ladder. Could still be here. Need to stay alert. Links of a snapped chain. Jewel must have been on it. Jewelry box. Lock's busted. Picked open, probably. Bloodstains. Links of a snapped chain. Jewel must have been on it. Links of a snapped chain. Jewel must have been on it. Precious stone. Bloody fingerprint on it. Thief came for this. Must have. Tiny chain links next to it. From a snapped necklace? Seems there was a struggle. Looks valuable, but it's not what he came for. Smashed mirror. Someone crashed into it hard, then sank to the floor. Empty inkwell. Knocked over, turned toward the room. Hunting knife, richly ornamented. Used during the fight, probably. Sconce is bent, smeared with blood. Someone try to grab it. Blood on the window frame. Someone climb out? Fall out? Jewel was in the box, it seems. Centurion tried to steal it, but someone got in his way. They fought, struggled, that's clear. Ended with one of them flying out the window. Fall had to have killed them. Jewel's still here, though, so our Centurion must have been the flyer.
So, this is the tracker. A witcher, yes?
Indeed, this is him. We found the body together. Then he set off in pursuit of the killer.
And ended up here, but I've only found evidence of a fight. Seems the Centurions killed his last. Finally failed this time. Shame it happened too late for Cecilia.
Poor girl. Always told her she chose her males badly. But I would never have suspected she could arrive with a murderer. I'll alert the staff. Have them see to her body at once. Meanwhile, we should sit. I will tell you everything, in full detail. I caught him red-handed, attempting to burgle, rifling through my possessions.
What did you do? Summon the guards?
There was no time. I feared he'd escape, refused to give him the chance. He stood with his back to me, so I attacked. He struck his head on a picture frame as we struggled. He was bleeding, dazed, and then he drew a knife. Everything happened very quickly then. I knocked the weapon out of his hand and pushed him hard. He
fell out of the window.
Just so.
None too wise picking a fight with an armed robber.
Why? Because I'm a woman, in a frock rather than plate. I can take care of myself, I assure you. A hairpin might look like mere ornament, but plunged into an eye, it can be as effective as a blade.
Claim the man was trying to rob you when you walked into the room?
Yes. He stood over my dressing table, pouring through my jewelry.
Mm-hmm. After this is my guess. Picked it up while searching.
Why, that's the heart of Toussaint. Oriana, how did you ever come to have it?
I bought it, many years ago, from a young woman.
Jewel seems important. Why?
The heart is an heirloom. It belonged to my family for years. Then it disappeared. I didn't think we would ever recover it.
Seems someone is very determined to find it. The thief left his tool bag behind. Found this drawing inside it. Look.
The heart of Toussaint. Representation's pretty faithful. Centurion must have been on a job. Got very clear instructions what to look for.
So it is not him we seek, but his employer. Is this the only evidence we found?
Also happened on the weapon he attacked Oriana with. Hunting knife. Used to skin game. Got an emblem on its hilt.
This crest is used by the Lords of Duntine. The present master of the castle is a passionate hunter. Our next lead, perhaps.
Duntine. Remember the place. Abandoned ruin just a few years ago.
More recently, the family's last heir, Roderick, returned to his ancestral seat and restored the castle.
Know any more about this Roderick?
His grandfather was an advisor to Queen Ademarta. The family received those lands as a grant for his service. Roderick is quite the recluse. He avoids society, preferring the company of a small team of knights, though the latter term is imprecise, as they seem more akin to vandals with crests on their shields.
Oriana, everything we discussed here, hope you'll keep it to yourself. Counting on it, in fact. Word gets out he, failed in his attempt to steal the jewel. His employer could run. We need to proceed cautiously.
Discretion is in the interest of us all. I'll not ask what this is about, just as I expect not to be troubled about it again. By anyone.
Forgive me, Madam Oriana, but might I have a word?
You must excuse me a moment.
Sienna, any thoughts?
Few make me feel awkward, but in her presence, I sense anxiety, discomfort.
The drawing. It's on the same type of paper the victims' names were written on. Drawn with the same ink, too. Seems the work of our blackmailers.
Who were not only behind the beast's murders, but also stole the Sonreal and sought to steal the heart of Toussaint.
Look, the wine, the jewel, both tied to you intrinsically. Coincidence? Not something I'm willing to believe. Worried about one thing. That somewhere at the end of this scheme, plan might call for an attempt on your life.
It could be something else altogether. My sister, Sienna, might be among the schemers. She left court when we were children. My parents banished her from the duchy. I've not seen her since.
What did your sister do to get banished?
Sienna was cursed.
Parents run afoul of some mage?
No. She was born at an inopportune moment. They said she was touched by the curse of the Black Sun. Geralt, is it true? Can an individual be evil because they were born during the wrong lunar phase?
Could be the case. Could also be because they were treated like lepers from birth. Isolated, prodded, ostracized. Couldn't have had it easy, Sienna.
She was angry at the whole world. She felt inferior, felt pain, though she masked this with confidence, arrogance even. She could also be cruel at times. I recall one such situation. She persuaded Cedric the Coolbird that she could see the future in her dreams. We were children, and Cedric's brother was smitten with me. It was an innocent childhood crush. Sienna knew of it. She told Cedric of a dream she had had, that he would die at the hands of his own brother. Cedric stole his father's sword and killed his brother. She destroyed 2 lives with a prank. Cedric mourns to this day. In the end, they forced her to leave the palace. A decade passed. More. I've missed her terribly since.
Think your sister might be involved? Why?
You see, I recall her always being rather possessive, throwing jealous fits if I had something she didn't.
Here, that's normal for sisters. Rivalry.
True. I suppose I gave as good as I got. There are times I miss that very much. The wine, its theft, was the first clue. That's very much like her. She always did enjoy stealing my toys, but I grew almost certain when I saw the heart of Toussaint. Sienna received it from father as a gift. At a time when my parents thought of her as but an ill-behaved little girl, someone wanted some of my wine. The same someone ordered our family jewels stolen, or recovered. It's my sister. It must be.
A fallen princess satisfying whims, going after lost luxuries? Could be right.
Your mission has gained new import. You must go to Dun Tine, and if Sienna is there, you must find her. No matter what she did, she is not to be harmed in any way, shape, or form. You must make sure of that.
Will that be of any difference?
I'll find her if she's there.
I hope you do. I very much wish to talk to her. Sister to sister.
Your Grace, Geralt, I'd like to introduce...
Regis! What a surprise! I had no idea you were in Beauclair. And this is...
My very dear friend, Detlaf van der Eretain, an arrival from Nazaire.
We are lending our combined resources to the Witcher's Hunt.
Ah, yes. Splendid. But why are you here at Oriana's?
They came to pay me a surprise visit, so I invited Regis in for a glass of wine. We've known each other for... ages. Literally. Witcher, I hear you know Regis too. Even that you are friends.
Few I can rely on like I can on Regis. Kinda hoping he thinks the same of me.
Curious. It seems opposites really do attract.
Don't be fooled, dear. Geralt has many merits. He merely hides them from the world very diligently.
You said you're both aiding him with his contract. It involves the Beast of Beauclair, I suspect. Master Witcher, maybe you could satisfy my curiosity. What's it like going toe-to-toe with a monster, knowing you've only two options, to kill or be killed?
Despite what you might have heard, I don't lunge at every monster I see sword in hand. Talking gets the job done for some.
I wonder what a monster might have to say to you.
It might want to apologize.
My word. What might a monster wish to apologize to a Witcher?
For killing. Though at times there is no choice, when loved ones are at risk and require protection.
Same as humans. Put them in that situation, they'll kill too.
You understand this. It must be why you and Regis are friends. If I understand you correctly, you would rather help a monster than kill it.
If possible, yeah. Or at least try.
Enough about the Witcher trade for now. Regis mentioned you come from Nazaire. I spent time there as a child.
Fond memories?
It was wonderful. I was positively entranced by the land's fashions. Deep-cut dresses I found most fascinating.
I believe we're running short on wine. I should go to the cellar, bring another bottle.
Let me go. Wanna help, Regis? Know your wine a lot better than I know mine.
We shall return forthwith.
An exceptional conversation, don't you think? Vampires, a witcher,
and the Duchess of Toussaint. My.
Highly exceptional, Regis. Wanted to talk to you in private. You crazy bringing Detlaf here?
Geralt, allow me to explain.
No, let me explain. He's dangerous, and you were gonna watch him.
But that is precisely what I'm doing. Detlaf believes you'll succeed in your task, and he'll not need to kill anymore.
That is, not until he gets his hands on the men who kidnapped his Renna.
Oriana. She really your friend? Can she be trusted?
I met her years ago, before I met you, and before she settled in Beauclair. We'd not seen one another in... I can't begin to tell you in how long.
But I shall tell you all about her some other day.
Guessing it's no accident you two stopped by.
It would be quite some coincidence indeed. No, a dutiful little bird told us.
Now listen close. Managed to learn where the blackmailers are. They're based at Duntine Castle.
That's splendid news. If they are there, Renna must be there as well.
Duchess expects we'll find her long-lost sister there too. Thing is, she might be involved. Could be behind the blackmailing.
Do you mean to say your task now is to extract 2 women from the castle?
Mean to say we can't breathe a word of this to Detlaf, who wants revenge above all else.
Geralt, you must trust me. I've got away with...
No, Regis. Can't risk it. Gotta keep Detlaf here while I go to Duntine.
Alone?
Alone. That way I can make sure neither woman will come to any harm.
I hope you know what you're doing. Fine. I shall see to Detlaf. Good luck, my friend.
splendidly, Detlef. Ah, I'm grateful you brought back those memories. You're back. It took you long enough.
Contrary to what common folk believe, choosing a wine is not nearly as easy as it might seem. Especially a wine to be served to two exquisite ladies.
Regis, gallant as ever. I regret all the more that I shan't finish the second bottle with you. Duty calls.
Your Grace, always a pleasure.
I thank you for your help. It's been invaluable. Geralt, will you see me out? You have exceptional friends. This Detlef, an intriguing man to say the least.
Don't know him too well. He say much about himself?
Not much, but I've a good sense of the true nature of those I meet. I'd not survive a week at court otherwise.
So what's his?
Sensitive, sad. He carries within him the weight of a terrible tragedy. He is a good man, but lost, which is why he comes across as grim.
Didn't expect the evening to end like this.
Neither did I. But I have not drawn you out for a romantic stroll. I wish to make certain you know what you are to do.
Mm-hmm. Gotta go to Duntine.
I've decided my guardsmen will support you. You will meet them at Count de la Croix's mill. It stands along the Saône-Retour River, near the Cockatrice Inn. Captain de la Tour and his men will await you there at midnight. You shall storm the castle together.
Quite the fragrant whiff. What is the pheasantry stewing up?
No, that was epic.
Eh?
Ah!
Ah! Spontaneous profit. Ask the owner of the pheasantry about the mysterious spoon. Why not? We are to be there at midnight, so we have some time.
Hark, Beauclervois! Her most gracious Duchess has hired a witcher to get at the root of these murders.
Hey, wait a sec. You've got something to sell? Oh yes, we got.
Every resident.
Greetings. I hope your search goes well.
What do you have on offer?
No, finally, we have a chance to repair some.
Farewell.
Good luck on the path.
Into the streets of the Haute-Ville between 10 o'clock in the morning and 8 at night.
Alright, let's go to the pheasantry.
Eh?
De gods partook of the wines.
A witch
You're a lucky break. That's the only reason you won, Gwent.
You are the famed Geralt.
Welcome to the pheasantry.
Spoon like this. When you set a place, where's it go?
My oh my. It seems rather a fanciful bouillon spoon. Or a key of some sort. There's a note here.
Yeah, note led me here. Any idea what the key might open?
Never seen it before. But you might search the cellars. The previous owner left all sorts of knickknacks there.
What are you serving up today?
Is it something interesting? This list loads for eternity. I've come to plunder your treasure. Yeah, you can take these and these and that. Also, jump rope. No, it's mine now. Very well. Glamour. I think we're done.
I know you're busy, but round of Gwent?
Really? Starting with heroics now? She doesn't have any spy. How's that? I reserved one decoy especially for the spy. Oh well. By the way, thank you for banning this chat. Cellar, alright. Happen to look and loot everything on our way out or way in. Old pamphlet. Ah, this is Revolt. Smeagol Louis Circus cookbook. Book contains hundreds of recipes, but instead of the recipe for Oclarius rabbit, on the last page there are only a few chaotically written lines. The Beholder's weeping wounds. I have scoured dozens of elven manuscripts, and at last I found it. I know now what the spoon key I purchased at auction unlocks. It is nothing else but the key to the legendary studio of Ramses Gorthon, the elven priest of the goddess Danamebi, whose culinary masterpieces remain unmatched by even the best of our modern chefs. If I can find the ruins of this temple, said to be somewhere in the Beauclair forest, I'll find all of his legendary recipes, not to mention the other priceless treasures this Grand Master Chef must have kept in the kitchen where he perfected his art. The rest of the page is covered with a large, greasy stain. Find Gorthon's studio and look for treasure. Does she have any info about that?
Welcome to the pheasantry.
See you later.
Hesse, our sweet shining sun.
You are the famed Geralt of Rivia, are you not?
By the way, since we've got some ability points, I think we ought to also have that, because here in Toussaint, at times somebody uses that. I mean, somebody uses Bowman, and that should be a great ability at times.
Can't believe I'm actually doing this.
The North must be a terribly barbaric land.
Now drink us some ficky pudding, Han.
Better to die of drink than of boredom.
Better to die of drink than of boredom. Interesting concept.
A witcher.
What are you looking at?
I'm looking for thugs, but not in front of the guardsmen.
Greedy, for fire shall devour them. And
please to save us from the beast? Why, he's just a mollycoddle. Ah, nonsense.
What's the hurry?
The hurry is for treasures. Or should I say, the hurry is for tea, and tea is for treasures. Warning, you are nearing a turning point in the story. After this, you will no longer be able to finish certain side quests. Save your game before continuing. Damn it. I was going to look for treasures. You dimwits. You need to bypass it. Doesn't mean, you guess that it doesn't mean the quest are this. You're probably right. Still, I need to, excuse me. I really aim to explore this possibility to gain me some. Alright, to gain me some opportunities. That came out wrong. I won't miss the opportunity to loot treasures. Quite a hike.
You go your way, I'll go mine.
What was all that about?
I just told you.
Alright. These two freighters are very fit for the situation. This is Duntin Castle.
All thumbs today.
Harlot's brute.
Okay, now we've performed some reconnaissance.
Chasing down witches make you go grey? A high and mighty northerner dog-diddled dung-licker.
Oh, and what do you get for all that work?
Your reputation precedes you, Geralt.
Very well. It doesn't look like nice. Pierce your ass. Here we go again. Because I know this place. Trastamara Estate. What the heck? Oops. Somebody lost his arm. Indeed. Ah, that's the key. Honey, I'm home. Also, I'm expecting ghosts. Fiorano. What year? What vintage is that? What year? Pretty much interest for a Witcher here. Recipe for Etoile Blanche pasta. Honey spice cake recipe. Crayfish boil recipe. Nelle. Ramses Gorthon's recipe for Etoile Blanche pasta. Ingredients: 1 hearty scoop of thick yogurt, preferably Gamerian style, 1 handful of chanterelles, 1 glass of red wine, semi-dry, 1 turkey breast, tagliatelle pasta to taste, 6 cherry tomatoes, 1 bunch of arugula, 1 Zerikanian bouquet garni, the kind with exotic herbs and spices, Dantin olive oil, 1 small bowl of ricotta, salt and pepper, 2 cloves of garlic. Rub the turkey breast with salt, then immerse in a marinade made of yogurt, Zerikanian bouquet, and crushed garlic. Leave in a cool place for at least 2 hours. Boil the chanterelles till they are soft, but don't make jam out of them. Remember, al dente, you fool. Prepare the tagliatelle in the same way. If you make mush here, you might as well hang up your apron, for you're no chef. Once the turkey is taken on the bouquet's fragments, throw it in a pan with the heated olive oil. Pour in the wine. Once it's boiled off, toss in the pasta. Let it fry for a bit. Cut the cherry tomatoes in half and add them to the noodles. Give it all a good peppering. Add 2 tablespoons of ricotta. Mix thoroughly. Plate the dish and decorate with the arugula. Yeah. Indeed, I'm reading that. I'm letting you know to whom shall I give it. Honey spice cake recipe. Recipe for Ramses Gorthon's signature honey and spice cake. Ingredients: 3 cups raw buckwheat honey, 4 cups spelt flour, 1 pet butter, the Ricanian spices to taste, 3 eggs, a half cup cow's milk, 1 pinch rock salt. Heat the milk, honey, and butter to a simmer over a low flame, then let cool until lukewarm. Add flour, eggs, and salt. Work vigorously until light and very sticky. Then put in a clay pot. Cover with a cloth and leave in the cellar for a few days. Before baking, take from the cellar and leave in a warm place. Split into 3 equal parts and work each with a rolling pin. Bake each part separately in a hot oven for 20 minutes. Tastes great with plum marmalade. Warning: buildings around here have been collapsing because the monster dug tunnels all over the place. I'm not sure yet of what kind of beast it is. Oops, that was the wrong note. Recipe for Ramses Gothland signature crayfish boil. Ingredients: 1 full net of crayfish, salt, pepper, bay leaf, dill. Boil water in a large pot, add salt, pepper, and bay leaf. Chop dill and add to give added freshness. When water reaches a rolling boil, and crayfish alive. Add crayfish alive and boil for 20 minutes until they turn a bright red. Remove pot from heat and leave in a cold place for a few hours while the crayfish absorbs the flavors. Best served warm with a dry white wine. Oh, come on, that's not that
Left his school
bad.
symbol on the wall. Clever. Gotta keep a lookout for more.
What? Where? Where is the symbol? Really? Banshee?
I like that silver.
Now that was fun. So, did you have any fun during this fight? Meet Damien at Kandor Crown Mill after midnight. It's not even close to midnight. I mean, it's closer to midnight from the past than in the future. By the way, what if we go and share this recipe to Marlena? Slalom bath. My ass. beautiful. I'm curious. Oh, he's inside.
Decent. Seems I'm still not over.
Ah, Witcher! Welcome back!
Leg better?
It's healing nicely, but there will be a scar.
Good. Something to impress the ladies with.
I prefer to impress them with my charm, intellect, and manners.
Yeah, good luck with that. Maybe we could do some trading.
He can be satisfied only with jewelry. Smart ass. Oh! New Guardian Lemon. A small trading pit stop. So before the main action, you can have some time. I don't know, goes bad. At least we managed to return our wealth even after this Ophiri guy. Which always wanted more money.
I'm off. See you later.
Witcher?
Quest title.
Start no pros.
The quest title was right. Or was it the quest one? Indeed it was. Spontaneous profits. By that I meant the trade with this guy. It was purely spontaneous. We earned like 800 crowns. Look at this place. There are no drowners here. It's so serene. Yeah, right. Almost.
If my lips don't stink of wine, my wife won't know they're mine.
What's going on there?
Yes, sir.
I don't know, you tell me.
Called in some Temple of the Beast. Killer from the north, they say. What? With no knights brave enough? A tip of the hat to the Tourneys victor.
It would be fun if Marlena is familiar with these recipes.
Is life suit you here, Witcher?
Indeed.
Vermentino this, Coronata that. Peace at last.
Peace at last. And he screams. Oh yes.
I think I'm catching something.
The white wolf himself.
Every day the same. Wine, and look like smuggling wine. It's enough to drive you batty.
Every single lady keeps a devil somewhere shady.
Good day.
G'day.
You've spread some nastiness.
Growls like an angry wolf.
Angry wolf indeed. How are things, Marlena?
I thank you for letting me stay. I cannot remember when last I was this happy.
See you later.
Take care, Witcher. And remember, you always have warm food awaiting your return.
What the hell did I do? That's not what I needed. The history of SS. Yeah. We're in Beauclair, see?
Who gave those bum diddlers a good reason to diddle their bums? freed us of the Hansons. I thank you.
You're welcome. So I hope we won't need to wait till midnight. Let's just go and see this place. By the way, maybe we should browse the map. Maybe we missed one quest or two. Nope. Doesn't seem like it. Castel Ravello Vineyard. Well, we had access there.
I forgot.
A man who dare
She's
not
fit to
down
wed.
some if my lips don't stink of wine, my wife won't
I'm early. No guardsmen yet.
Let's see the Beauclair Palace. Especially I would like to see the place where we shared our findings with Anna Henrietta.
Scrub off. You'll soon need a coffee.
Where does a snake keep its paws?
By the Prophet's wounds. A witcher.
Agathel, where is she? She's not in her stall, not in the
send the
parade.
whip away those running
Oh.
riot. All that walking.
Hey, Mr. Stable Master.
Yes? Oh, welcome.
He has his house, alright.
Slithering snake by the leg.
This is deceitful.
Don't crowd around.
Ow!
It has ruptured veins. That tramp is the famed witcher?
Oh, it's glorious here.
Saint Bregman's house. You're You're Geralt of Rivia. Would you hunt my beastly mother-in-law? Saint Plegman's toes. You're Geralt of Rivia.
Sir Geralt, you knew no competition at the tourney.
Yes,
Indeed.
I'm listening.
Can I enter the palace? I would really love to see that. I need an excursion or something like that. Can I buy a ticket or something? Yeah. Hey boy.
Hello, Geralt.
Hello boy.
Long live
Not disturbed.
Duchess Anna Henrietta. Stocks and the whip await those running riot. Beast, you espy.
Yes,
Pardon me.
face no ointment could help.
I wonder. Excuse me.
They say a great deal about the creature, and whisper things are good.
Phoenix egg.
My heart's about to burst from a surfeit of beauty. Talk to the commander.
Slithering snails by the baskets and pails.
Richard,
Hello.
you've been to Zerrikania. The Witcher from the north.
Kiss a dog's ass.
Zoom!
Can you do this again?
Such are the times, my good fellow.
Indeed. Precisely on that. Come on, do this again.
Mates are moved with ease, yet every last one is free of disease. Wenches will be wenches. Damsels demand tenderness vehemently. Wenches will be wenches.
Greetings.
My regards. Leave me in peace, Witcher.
No, I will spook the fish.
They say a great deal about the Witcher, and whisper
Okay. Monster here. Water hag. I emerged. Come here. Oops, somebody lost his arm. Or her. Such beautiful ruins. What's that over there? 2 roads lead there. If we happen to trigger a quest, I think this will be it. They killed the dog.
Please leave me alone.
Oh, fare thee well. Oh, arrogant bastard.
You are the famed Geralt of Rivia, are you not?
I'm busy.
I must see a medic.
I won't go. I simply won't do it.
I shall go. Or perhaps I won't. What's that? I shall go. Or perhaps I won't.
Naught is nearly as fun as a pub.
A feast? Ah, sorry. It's not a feast. Letter to a lover. My darling Melanie, I write you this letter while lapping up the last rays of the sun, which is just now hiding behind the horrendous crest of Mount Gorgon. It shall not be a long letter for two reasons. The first, it will soon be too dark to write, and the second, I have important duties to attend to. Miss Matilda has ordered me to see to the security of the newly built vineyard on Pavon Slope, and to see to it attentively, for ill business is afoot of late at our Vermentino. When not bandits, it's these yellow monstrous parasites. I'll spend some time here with longing for you, my darling, like a vine pining for the touch of life-giving sun. Light. Yours forever, Laurent.
Oh yes, they said the same at the auberge.
I want to note the serenity of this place, but as soon as I do it, I think that something jumps out of the bushes and starts attacking us. But not near this guy. What's happening? What's happening, guys? I don't understand.
How goes it?
What's new, handsome
Hey,
knight?
welcome! Salutations! I've sweat dripping down my bum furrow.
Whoa. Beautiful. Yee, a small waterfall.
Eat, drink, laugh, and dance the day away.
are you still doing here, Honorable Knight?
That's a chunk of distance.
I think Geralt is right. Okay, so we can't go there. Fine then. I was hoping to get there. Through that bridge. We still can do that. Because why not? I wish I could cross the field like that. By simple running. There's no ship here any longer. This little town. At least it looks like it. What?
Let's go.
Alright. You can see this bridge.
Geralt of Rivia.
My foo-foo out!
Help a poor bloke out. You can't pull one over on me with your eyes.
Here's the painter. Somebody ate him. This palace is really so small from this distance. And look at the size of this mountain. I wonder what's on its top. Anybody help? No one? Still, I found some loot here. So all in all, it was profitable. Alright, the day grows old. You didn't saw that. No, Grandpa. But at first he moved like he was younger. Maybe he's deceiving.
Push quilts and jack clothes.
Good day. Catch some winks, grab some tea. It's what life's all about, isn't it?
Long live our gracious
Oh my god.
Her illustrious Highness Anna Henrietta.
Guess that's a champion.
Why not?
At your service.
Jealous?
Richard.
After our necks in work, if they have to drink themselves sick.
Vermentino Vineyard.
Bread adds a spring to your step.
I can gather the harvest. It would be more fitting if I wore Bear Witcher school outfit. Bears and hot. Unlovable. Why can't we attack at dusk? That would be really fitting. Like a true battle. Or that won't be a full-scale assault. In fact, I will be a little surprised if we'll go there and the only one who will find there will be Damien, and that's it. Because he believes in secrecy of the operation. Still no one? Woohoo! I'm hoping at least we'll be there for sundown. Meanwhile, we can go to our estate and use bed to gain some buffs. Wait a bit, please. I'm back. Wait, this will be the shot from the
Lots to do before
from the menu, right? This meal, probably, but I'm not sure. Alright, Geralt 2 will go to bed pretty soon. See? So the time is 6:37. Sleep until 7. Very well. Now we Red. We've got this buff.
I've scissored my fingers into shreds.
Alright, I'll go to use the stones of Reginald, and after that I'll return. Because we need all the buffs we have in order to succeed in our endeavors. So, thank you everyone for watching. I hope you really enjoyed it and enjoyed the gravity of this quest. And with that, we can do our stream for today. I'll go and use Reginald's stones to acquire one more buff, and we're setting for the main quest tomorrow. I mean next time. Yeah. Yeah, good night and see you around. Bye.